Hello, this is Zach Null. This is for CIS126, Intro to Python, Week 7. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. I'm currently sitting out on a porch on the west coast since it's beautiful out. But yeah, I rewatched my video this morning and I didn't really like it, so since the submission thing's still open, I'm going to record a new one and swap them out. So let's get going. So this week we were making the menus. It was pretty easy. Followed you along in the process. Used the silly little lineup bar. Got mine all pretty and lined up. Running in the command for you. I'm actually going to pull it from another folder, but it's the same thing. I just made a copy over for my school files. Bingo bango. Menu. There it is. Make a selection. And then I'll open the code in a minute to show you that. It's actually dead right now. It doesn't do anything. But I just figured I was starting on to it a little bit. So let's go ahead and open that up. So here's the code I did. Pretty much just copied you, calling it my template for creating a main menu. I entered this to start. I figure I'll add more to it to actually make the entries do something. More than likely call a file to the program that they're supposed to be, like the purpose of this week's lesson. Adding files into your program is huge because it can save tons of code. Because it's obviously already I've gone to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as opposed to all of that if I wanted to make a menu. So the space is just huge savings. Also this week you wanted us to kind of go through and clean up some of our code. So actually that would have been the first one that it was already cleaned on. So go back to like week 5. Got the random number generator. Actually, it doesn't really matter, so you can see the comments and everything. Sorry. And I actually made another one. I've got to get better with my organization. But I made version 1 and version 2. So, well, not 1 and 2, but this is the original, and this is where I'm at right now. And I've started adding comments every time I modify it. So there's the start date and all that, and then I added the infinite and remove global. That was a couple of weeks ago in one of my videos. And then just the other day I created my messages for input over 100, and that's up here mixed in with all of this. I feel like there's probably a smaller way I can do this, but for right now with only 4 digits it really didn't seem like it was taking up too much code. But I'd like to figure out a way to compress it down even shorter. I haven't really thought of a good enough loop statement to make all 4 of them together, because every time I try using all 4 variables, it flags it. But I'll figure that one out. And then yeah, everything else I went back and added in the titles and all that. This one I haven't added the date yet or made it a name. And then to answer a question that you asked about my currency converter, the only reason I rounded it is because I was thinking not in terms of you using it, but in terms of like your average user. I feel like most people don't understand money beyond 2 decimal places, so that's why I chose it to round up at the 3rd digit to make it more idiot friendly, we'll say. But yeah, that's all I got this week. I still keep going back to the old codes and shortening them up any ways that I can and adding more to them to make them a little more fun. And that's all I got for this week, so have a good one.